Karina?
सर्वेषां नमस्कारः, सुप्रभातम्.
नमस्कारः.
पठामि संस्कृतं नित्यम्.
पठामि संस्कृतं नित्यं
वदामि संस्कृतं सदा.
वदामि संस्कृतं सदा
ध्यायामि संस्कृतं सम्यक्.
ध्यायामि संस्कृतं सम्यक्
वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्.
वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्
संस्कृतस्य प्रसाराय नैजं सर्वं ददाम्यहम्. संस्कृतस्य सदा भक्तो वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्.
वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्
संस्कृतस्य कृते जीवन्
संस्कृतस्य कृते जीवन्
संस्कृतस्य कृते यजन्
संस्कृतस्य कृते यजन्
आत्मानमाहुतं मन्ये.
आत्मानमाहुतं मन्ये
वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्.
वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्
वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्.
वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्.
उत्तमम्. गतवर्गे वयं विशेषण विशेष्य विषये किञ्चित् पठितवन्तः. अद्य समानविषयम् अग्रे अपि नयामः. कोऽपि स्मरति वा विशेषण विशेष्यम् इत्युक्ते को अर्थः इति? सुशी भगिनी वक्तुं शक्नोति वा? न श्रूयते.
Unmute.
Kamyatam, I didn't understand what you wanted me to do.
विशेषण विशेष्यम् इत्युक्ते कः अर्थः इति वक्तुं शक्नोति वा?
Visheshyam is the noun which has to be described. Visheshanam is the adjective which describes the noun. And Visheshanam has to match the Visheshya in three ways. The lingam, the vibhakti and the vachana.
उत्तमम् उत्तमम् उत्तमम्. अतः तस्मिन् विषये बहु विषयाः अंशाः सन्ति यद्यद् अस्माभिः अवगन्तव्यम् इति. तत्र इतोपि किञ्चित् अद्य वयं पश्यामः. इदानीं भगिनी यथा उक्तवती विशेषण विशेष्यम् इति विषयद्वयं भवति. So we have a noun. Whenever the adjective is used for a noun, there are certain rules. We learnt about the rules, but because we have 7 different rupas, in fact 8 different rupas for the vibhakti, into times 3, a lot of things have to be remembered by us when we are actually doing the visheshana visheshyam, which needs a lot of practice. So we will get into one step at a time. So we will first understand how we work on the Pratama Vibhakti Rupa, okay, in the Ekavachana Rupam, Dvivachana Rupam and Bahuvachana Rupam. Once we get comfortable with that, we will move on to the different Vibhaktis there, okay. So, Sudha Bhagini, eka udaharanam datum shaknoti va etasmin viषये?
मेघः चलति. That is Prathama Vibhakti.
नीलः
अत्र विशेषः विशेष्यं किम्?
विशेष नीलः मेघः विशेषः नीलः विशेषणम्
अस्तु अन्यरीत्या एतत् कथं भवति भगिनि?
चतुरः बालकः सर्वदा चिन्तयति चतुरः विशेषण बालकः विशेष्य
इदानीं पश्यामः स्वरः स्वरः इति एकपदं स्वीकुर्मः स्वरः इत्युक्ते पुल्लिङ्गं वा स्त्रीलिङ्गं वा नपुंसकलिङ्गं वा स्वरः
पुल्लिङ्गम्
अस्तु दीर्घः पुल्लिङ्गः स्त्रीलिङ्गः
पुल्लिङ्गम्
इदानीं स्वरः इत्युक्ते दीर्घः स्वीकरोतु कथं भवति दीर्घः स्वरः दीर्घः स्वरः इदानीं मापिका मापिका
स्त्रीलिङ्गं
मापिका दीर्घमस्ति वक्तुमिच्छामि दीर्घा मापिका दीर्घा मापिका दीर्घः स्वरः दीर्घा मापिका पुस्तकं
दीर्घं पुस्तकं
दीर्घं पुस्तकं दीर्घं पुस्तकं दीर्घः स्वरः दीर्घा मापिका दीर्घं पुस्तकम् इदानीं सुधाखण्डः अस्ति सुधाखण्डः अस्ति सुधाखण्डः अहं एतद् वर्णस्य विषये वदामि सुधाखण्डस्य वर्णः श्वेतवर्णः अतः कथं भवति विशेषणविशेषरूपं
श्वेतावर्णः
श्वेतः सुधाखण्डः श्वेतः सुधाखण्डः लेखनी लेखनी अस्ति लेखन्याः वर्णः इदानीं श्वेतवर्णः इति चिन्तयतु कथं वदामि
श्वेता लेखनी
श्वेता लेखनी कागतम् अस्ति पत्रम् अस्ति कागतम् अस्ति कथं वदामि
श्वेतं पत्रं
श्वेतं कागतं श्वेतं कागतं श्वेतः सुधाखण्डः श्वेता लेखनी श्वेतं कागतं स्पष्टमस्ति खलु दीर्घः स्वरः दीर्घा मापिका दीर्घं पुस्तकं श्वेतः सुधाखण्डः श्वेता लेखनी श्वेतं कागतं स्पष्टम् अवगच्छति वा सर्वे
अस्तु
अस्तु इदानीं देवालयः अस्ति देवालयः अस्ति पवित्रमस्ति वाक्यं वदतु
पवित्रः देवालयः
पवित्रः देवालयः अस्ति पवित्रः देवालयः अस्ति गंगा गंगा अस्ति पवित्रम् अस्ति पवित्रा गंगा वहति पवित्रा गंगा प्रवहति पवित्रा गंगा गंगायाः जलम् इति वक्तव्यं
जलं गंगायाः पवित्रं जलं प्रवहति
गंगायाः पवित्रं जलम् अस्ति अवगच्छति वा अतः समानमेव किन्तु देवालयः पवित्रः अस्ति पवित्रा गंगा अस्ति गंगायाः पवित्रं जलम् अस्ति स्पष्टम् अवगच्छति एतद् विषयम् अतः एतानि नामपदानि संज्ञापदानि विशेष्यपदानि इति उच्यते विशेष्यपदानि इति उच्यते लिङ्गः लिङ्गं यद् अस्ति एते शब्दाः नियतलिङ्गाः इति अपि उच्यते इदानीं पश्यामः यत् शब्दम् अस्ति तत्र लिङ्गपरिवर्तनं न भवति इति अर्थः तत्र इदानीं share karomi ekanimisam. Yad lingam, yad vachanam, yacha vibhaktihi visheshasya tal lingam tad vachanam sa vibhaktihi visheshanasya. Etadeva mukhya vishayam avagantavyam asmabhihi. Yal lingam, yad vachanam, yacha vibhaktir visheshyasya tal lingam tad vachanam sa vibhaktihi visheshanasya. अर्थः यथा विशेष्यस्य विशेष्यस्य इत्युक्ते नामपदस्य लिङ्गं वचनं विभक्तिः च तथा विशेषणस्य अपि लिङ्गं वचनं विभक्तिः च. विशेष्यस्य means it is the noun namapadam, visheshanasya is the adjective. So the adjective will take the same lingam vachanam and vibhakti as that of the noun. That's what we have to understand here. So here we have an example. Pavitra nadi vahati. Pavitraha nadyaha vahanti. So here you have a strilinga example. Pavitra nadi. So strilingam pratama vibhakti ekavachana rupam. Atra bahuvachana rupam. Strilingam pratama vibhakti bahuvachana rupam. So you can see that pavitra, pavitraha. So depending on whether it is ekavachanam or bahuvachanam, the rupa is changing here. Nadi, nadyaha. So ekavachana rupam, bahuvachana rupam it takes. Here dvitiya vibhakti ekavachana rupam. Aham nadim pashyami. Kidrisha nadim? Pavitram nadim namami. Pavitram nadim namami. Etadeva vishayaha. Now let's try. So I have 3 columns here. Pullinga, Strilinga, Napumsakalinga. So please take one line and try to tell me the 3 rupas, please. So Shibagini Prarambam Karoti Kripya.
Ushna.
Okay, let me say Shitala first. So Udaharanam, let's take Shitala here. So Pullinga, Strilinga, Napumsakalinga, we have 3 columns. So Shitalaha Chandraha. Shitala Kaumudi. Shitalam Himam. Iti asti. Sushi Bhagini, Samanam Bhavati Vadatu.
Ushnaha Suryaha. Ushna Rotika. Ushnam Chayam.
Uttamam. Ushnam Chayam. Kala Bhagini Agrimam. Na shruyate. Bhavati mute madhya asti Bhagini. Unmute Kritva Vadatu.
कोमलः हस्तः कोमला लता कोमलं पुष्पम्.
Uttamam. Agrimam Sudha Bhagini.
कठोरः शिलाखण्डः कठोरा शिला कठोरं हृदयम्.
Uttamam. Kavita Bhagini.
उन्नतः पर्वतः उन्नता महिला उन्नतं भवनम्.
Samyak. Lakshmi Bhagini.
वामनः
Kushtaha.
वामना कनिष्ठः वामन सत्यं.
Sasyam. Vamanam Sasyam. Uttamam. Anu Bhagini.
दीर्घः श्लोकः दीर्घा कथा दीर्घं वाक्यम्.
Uttamam. Aryamba Bhagini.
ह्रस्वः वृक्षः ह्रस्वा लता ह्रस्वा सस्यम्.
Samyak. Renu Bhagini.
विशालः समुद्रः विशाला नौका विशालं गृहम्.
Uttamam. Gautama Bhagini.
Ladru ल- ल-
मधुरः लघु लघु अस्तु
लघु 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 कृपा कृष्णः
कर्णः
लघु कर्णः लघु लघु कर्णः लघु नासिकः लघुं नेत्रम्
लघुः कर्णः अत्र विशेषम् इति उक्तमस्ति लघुः नासिका लघुं नेत्रं सम्यक् अग्रिमं राजमहोदय भवान् वक्तुं शक्नोति वा
मधुरः शब्दः मधुरा भाषा मधुरं वचनम्
सम्यक् सम्यक् नीना भगिनी भवती वक्तुं शक्नोति वा वीडियो नास्ति अस्तु चिन्ता नास्ति सुमित्रा भगिनी
ट्रै करोति हरित हरितः वृक्षः हरितः मरीचिकः मरीचिका
हरिता मरीचिका
हरितां मरीचिका हरितं तृणं
सम्यक् अस्तु सर्वे इदानीम् अवगतवन्तः खलु तदेव मुख्यम् अस्तु इदानीम् एकगणकार्यं कुर्मः वयं so you can take a photo of this Madhurashtakam slokam. So what I want to do is how many of you are there? 14 of you are there. So let's have 5 per team. Let's divide into 3 teams. Okay. So as teams, please identify which are the Pullinga, which are the Strilinga, and which are the Napumsakalinga in this sloka. Okay. So take a few minutes and then come back to our group. We will discuss what are the Visheshana Visheshya Rupa that is there in this sloka. Okay. So I will just divide you into groups now. We will go into 3 different breakout rooms. Okay, so can you see the screen? I'm just reading out Aryamba, Kavita Bagini, Lata Bagini, Sumitra Bagini, Sushi Bagini, 1 room. Gautam ji, Neena ji, Raj Mahodaya, Renu Bagini in 1. Anu Bagini, Kala Bagini, Lakshmi Bagini, Sudha Bagini in 1. I'm not sure if Neena Bagini is in good space, so I will just move possibly one of them to the second group because I'm not sure. In fact, Lasta Bagini also just came and left, so I'm not sure. Okay, let it remain like this. Let's see how it goes. In case there is any problem, we will see. Are you all ready? Shall we get started?
Yeah.
Just
so can you repeat, Guru, what we have to do? Guru, what we have to do once again? Just repeat.
Madhuram is the word that we are using. We are having a lot of adjectives attached to it. Okay. So depending on the form that the adjective takes, identify what is the Pullinga, what is the Strilinga, what is the Napumsakalinga. So room 1 can identify the Pullinga padas, room 2 can identify the Strilinga padas, room 3 can identify the Napumsakalinga padas. So what are the adjectives that are used, right, to Madhuram? All right. So I'm going to just create the rooms. Jai Shri Krishna, take approximately 5 to 6 minutes. Okay. Lataji, you are supposed to join room 2. Jai Shri Krishna, Swagatam, done.
Yes, yes.
Wonderful. Room 3, nobody wants to come yet.
Oh, Gopaha.
That's the
What,
maximum.
Sumitra said was correct. Gopaha Madhuram.
Yeah,
Sumitra told us also.
right.
Lovely. Okay, so, but what is happening to our group 3? They are not coming back.
Gava also I told. Bagni.
No, but Gava,
Shila
I don't know what it says.
But Gopaha
Pullinga
doesn't
Stri-
have the two
No, that
dots.
is Suchma, this thing.
Yeah. Gav. Gavo. Gava.
Gava, Madhura,
Okay,
it says
Shri
Pullinga
Krishna. Let's
Strilinga.
discuss that. Let's discuss that. So, how was the Madhurashtakam experience? Reading a sloka by ourselves, trying to understand it and decipher. It's a beautiful experience. So, when we work as teams, over a period, we can start doing it by ourselves. So, that will be very nice for us to feel. So, Madhurashtakam, very, very simple, where Visheshyam is used, to a very large extent.
As extent.
Okay. So, let's understand team 1, what you got.
We got Venuhu, Renuhu, Panihi, and Padav, but we missed out on Gopaha and Gavaha.
Okay.
For team 3, mostly it is Napumsakalinga.
Yeah.
Maximum.
Yeah, Napumsakalinga.
So it would have been easier if you looked at what was not Napumsaka and then made a list.
Yeah. There's a very long list for us.
Okay. So tell me a few that you could identify.
Vadanam, Nayanam, Hridayam, Vachanam, Nrityam, Sakhyam, Geetam, Pitam, Karanam. And there were many more. There are many more in the next stanzas.
Suptam.
Yeah.
Could you hear me? Guru,
Yes,
could
I
you
can.
hear me?
Tilakam, Ramanam.
Vamitam, Shamitam.
Yeah.
And there
Sanjam,
were more of a Napunsakalinga in the
Kalingam,
this.
Kamalam, Yuktam, Muktam, Drishtam, Siktam.
Dalitam, Falitam.
Okay. So if we observe here, you have Venu. Let's take an example. So Venu, what should be the Rupa of Madhura?
Venu.
Madhuraha. Madhuraha.
Madhura.
Think about it. What is the vibhakti and vachana of Venu?
Pratama Vibhakti. Ukaranta, Pullinga, Pratama.
Pullinga, right? So Venuhu Madhuraha, Renuhu Madhuraha, Panihi Madhuraha, Padau Madhurau. So that is how it is used. So depending on what is the vibhakti vachana in the entire sloka, now we just think about it. Gunja,
Madhura.
Madhura, Gunja, Madhura, Mala,
Madhura.
Akaranta Strilinga, we know Mala, right? It's like Sita. So Mala, Madhura, Yamuna,
Yamuna,
Madhura, Vichi, Madhura, Gopi, Madhura, Leela, Madhura,
Yashti, Madhura, Srishti, Madhura.
Yuktam,
Maduram, Bhuktam,
Maduram.
So when we look at the entire sloka, a lot of things, in fact, if you look at the 8th sloka, all the 3 are used. Gopa Madhura, Gavo Madhura. So both are Pullinga. Yashtir Madhura, Srishtir Madhura, Strilinga is used. Dalitam Madhuram, Phalitam Madhuram, Napumsakalinga is used. Madhura Adipate Akilam Madhuram. So if you know this, you will be able to identify all the 3 different linga. Therefore, the
Akilam Madhuram is Napumsakalingam only, no? Akilam Madhuram.
Akilam Madhuram, yes. So, seeing this, we will be able to identify the different concepts. So as a summary, let me just share the slide. You can compare it with what you have. Is my screen visible by any chance?
Yeah, yeah, it's visible.
Yes.
Okay, so here's the list.
Am I audible? Because I feel there's some problem with my
You are
connection.
very much audible. We are able to
Okay.
listen to your beautiful voice.
No, because I feel I'm just lagging, like the
No.
voice is lagging.
It's
No?
okay.
Okay.
So this is the list. Here, if you can notice,
I don't have the.
Maduraha, Madurau, Maduraha. I'm using only the Pratama Vibhakti here. Madura, Madure, Maduraha. Akaranta Strilinga is shown here. Maduram, Madure, Madurani. Napumsakalinga. Looks like you all were pretty close to this, right?
What is this thing with Gavaha, Ravina? It says it can be Pullinga or Strilinga.
Yeah. So in this case, they've used it in Pullinga, but the Shabda is available in two forms.
How will Madhura be Pullinga, Guru? Gopa Madhura.
Gopaha Maduraha, Bahuvachanam, Kavi.
There are no two dots, no, in that.
No, that is assumed. You have to assume.
Okay.
What is Gavaha, Ravina?
Oh,
But how? Okay.
Gava is Bahuvachan of Gaya, Gau.
Guru, what is Guja?
Gunja.
Guja.
Gunja.
Humming?
do we have to go into the meanings? I mean, I can. This is one of my favorite slokas. But the idea behind this particular sloka is to identify the Visheshana Visheshya. And once we understand how this is done, right, we can try out a few things where, it gives us a much bigger vocabulary when we start using the adjectives. So that is the main part of the whole thing.
Only that Gavaha, I'm not able to understand why it is.
Okay. Let me just go to that sloka so that I'll be able to relate to it better.
And Guja.
Gopi Madhura.
Why is it first?
It's written over here, Gavaha Madhura is Pullinga, Strilinga, both.
That's why I'm asking the doubt, Renu.
Okay. Gunja, it is actually the humming. Gunja Madhura, the that we do, no? That is. So here it is used as Strilinga, Akaranta Strilinga is used. So what about Gavaha? Let me just go to the phrase so that I'll know. Gopa Madhura, Gavo Madhura. Okay, here in one place, I think Gavo Madhura is used. Okay.
What does Vichi mean? Vichi?
Just give me a second. Gavo is also used in Gavo Madhura, Gopa Madhura, Gavo Madhura.
I thought it was singing. That is why I left it. That is what I understood it as.
Is it the cow? Gava?
Yeah, Gavo is cows. In this case, it's used as cows actually. Gavo Madhuraha. Gavo Madhura actually Gopa Madhura, Gavo Madhura. They've used in Strilinga actually here because it is Madhura.
That's what I said.
Gavaha can also be used in Pullinga. I think it's just to mention that it can be used in Pullinga also.
No, but that way even Gopaha is written like that. No?
Gopaha can be used in Pullinga also. Here they've used Gopa Madhura because the gopis are also there. So Gopa Madhura. So it is just to tell us that, Gavaha is. Yeah. Let me just check if there's any other reason they've done it, but that's what I think. What was the other thing you asked, Bhagini, now? Just now?
Gopaha is Gopaha in a Bahuvachan. It is Gopaha.
Correct.
Ha, Gop Balakaha, Gopaha Balakaha.
Gopaha Balakaha. That is correct only. But
Yes.
they've specifically mentioned that Gava can be in Pullinga and Strilinga. I think it is because the Shabda itself has two options. So I just have to reconfirm if that is the understanding. Mostly it will be the one. Anything else? Somebody asked me something else in between.
Guru, I asked, what is the meaning of Vichi? Vichi in the Striling column.
Which sloka is that?
It's in, I don't know which sloka. In the sixth shloka. Sixth shloka, Gunja Madhura, Mala Madhura, Yamuna Madhura, Vichi Madhura, Salilam Madhuram, Kamalam Madhuram, Madhuradipate, Rakhilam Madhuram. I think that's sixth one. It should be Vithi. Guru, do you think it should be Vithi? Vithi is the street.
No, it cannot be sweet.
Street.
Just give me a second.
Margam.
But that is
No, VD is street, man, not Vichi.
Vichi could be Vachanam. But
The
Vachanam is
wave,
there.
it's the ripple, it's the wave ripple.
Yeah. I was thinking of fan or something that.
No, it's Vichi.
Yeah,
Only.
Vichi is
Vichi is correct. Vichi is the wave or the ripple.
Waves, right, waves. Yamuna's Vichi. Okay.
Okay, so just to give you a summary of what we've seen just now. So we've seen the beautiful Madhurashtaka sloka, where we try to identify what is the Visheshanam, what is the Visheshyam, how it changes with the Linga, Vibhakti and Vachana. We've seen only the Pratama Vibhakti at this point of time. And it can also change by the Vibhakti that is used. Okay. How was the experience?
nice.
Very nice. Very good.
Very nice.
Very nice. Thank you.
Wonderful. So let's look
Thank
at
you so
how
much.
this changes with the Vibhaktis also. Just an expansion of what we've learned so far. So Ramaha, now let's take the Pratama Vibhakti. Asti, Shreshta. How will the Rupa change? Ramaha,
Shreshtaha.
Shreshtaha asti. Ramaha, Shreshtaha asti. Lakshmanaha, Jeshta is there. Ramam anusarati.
Jeshtam
Ramam anusarati. Jeshtam Ramam anusarati. Very good. Now Ravanaha Ramena saha yuddham kritavan. Kidrisha Ramena saha? Ramena saha. Uttamam. Ramaya namaha. Lokanathaya namaha. You remember we did that sloka earlier when we were doing the Pravesha, where we learned Ramaya, Sitayaha Pataye Namaha. So there, everything was based on the Visheshana Visheshyam. So we didn't learn that context there, but everything was a adjective because of which it attached itself to the form in the same Vibhakti Vachana as the noun form. Therefore, that was the beauty of that sloka itself. All right. So here, Lokanathaya Ramaya Namaha. Now, Ramat Rakshasanam Bhayam.
Shurat Ramat
Rakshasanam Bhayam.
Shurat Ramat Rakshasanam Bhayam. Ramasya Pita Dasharataha. Kidrishaha saha?
Dhirasya Ramasya.
धीरस्य रामस्य पिता दशरथः कृपालु उकारान्त इति भवति चिन्तयित्वा वदतु रामे सदा भक्तिः अस्तु
कृपाले रामे सदा भक्तिः अस्तु
Kripalau.
Is it Kripalau?
Kripalau. The seventh vibhakti, no?
Seventh vibhakti.
Lau
Anybody
Sada
knows the
Bhakti
Guru
is-
Shabda?
Gurau, I think.
Kripalu.
Kripalau.
Lauda.
Kripalau.
Kripalau. Gurau.
कृपालौ
Palau Rame
Rame sada bhaktihi astu. So here Ramaha Shreshtaha asti, Lakshmanaha Jeshtam Ramam Anugachati, Ravanaha Virena Ramena Saha Yuddham Kritavan, Lokanathaya Ramaya Namaha, Rakshasanam Ramat Vayam, Virasya Ramasya Pita Dasharatha, Kripalau Rame Sada Bhakti. So here we can understand that depending on the vibhakti's vachana, the Visheshanam will take the appropriate rupa. So we also have to, in order to know the Visheshana Vishesham properly, you should be very clear about the Shabda Rupas. Only then we will be able to fill up the blanks. So here, Kripalu, immediately it is, Guru, you have to connect it to the Saptami Vibhakti of the Ukaranta Shabda. If it is Strilinga, you have to know the Strilinga Shabda's appropriate Vachanam and Vibhakti in order to fill it. So that is why we learned the Vibhaktis earlier. We are learning this now. Now it's all about connecting the dots and applying it, right? Let's learn a little more now.
Haritha, Rukshau,
Harita is there.
Haritau,
Staha. There are two,
Staha.
right? So what is this? Dvivachana rupa you have to use.
Dvivachana.
Prathama vibhakti.
So try to apply.
Haritau Vrikshau Staha.
Haritau Vrikshau Staha. Haritau Vrikshau Staha.
Harithabhyam.
Aritaha,
Alani patanti. Haritabhyam Vrikshabhyam Alani patanti.
Panchami vibhakti.
No. Third vibhakti, no?
Now you have
Bahuvachanam.
Kandolaha. This is a beautiful exercise which will clarify a lot of concepts for us. Vishal is the Visheshanam that we will be using. So let's try to Kandolaha.
Vishalaha,
Vishalaha Kandolaha Santi.
Vishaleshu
Malaha Santi.
Vishaleshu Kandoleshu Pushpamalaha Santi. Vishaleshu Kandoleshu Pushpamalaha Santi. Malakaraha
Vishalaihi.
Vishalaihi Kandolaihi Pushpani Nayanti. Vishalaihi Kandolaihi Pushpani Nayanti.
Ravina.
Guru, which is this Kandoleshu is which vibhakti then? I'm not able to understand that.
Saptami vibhakti. Bahuvachanam.
Bahuvachanam
Okay.
Saptami Bahuvachanam. Sarvam Sthanam Sucheti.
Yeah, Ravina, one question.
Yes, Rajmade.
One question, Ravina. Go to the previous slide. I had a little doubt there. Just the bhyam. There were two questions. Just the previous, not the Dola. This one. I have trouble because
Third, fourth, and fifth.
The voice is breaking, Raji. I'm not able to hear you properly.
Can you guys hear me? It should
Breaking.
Raji, your voice is breaking. You're not audible.
Shouldn't be falam, fale, falani. She fale. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I don't know. Let me see if I can come out. I have a question. The question is, Fala. Okay. Falabhyam is Durmi.
No.
Hello.
No, Haritabhyam.
Falabhyam is Dvivachanam, right? Or no?
No, this is Haritau Vrikshabhyam Phalani.
If it's
Patanti.
Dvivachanam, shouldn't it be Fale?
No.
No.
May I just intervene, if I may? Okay.
I'm not even getting the question.
No, that's why I'm trying, Pravina, I think
Go ahead,
I've
go ahead,
understood
Sushma.
what he's saying, so I'll just clarify if I may.
Please.
Raj, only the trees are 2. The fruits are any number.
Number. Yeah.
Okay. So it is Haritabhyam. Haritabhyam, Vrikshabhyam.
Phalani Patanti.
From 2 green trees, Phalani Patanti is many fruits fall. So the Phalani is not 2.
Yeah.
The Phalam is not 2. Only the Vriksham is 2.
Okay, so Raji was asking why did not use the Vivachanam for fruits. Okay, got it.
Oh, he's gone out and come back.
Yeah,
All
sorry,
my
I had to rejoin.
explanation went to
Folks,
waste. Okay.
sorry, I had to rejoin. Did you understand
I
my
understood
question?
the question from you, Sushi Bhagini. So.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. In fact, Sushi Bhagini
I
answered you.
rejoined. Can you guys hear? Okay, so here, Pravina, the question I had is,
Yeah, Raj, I answered you.
Vrikshabhyam.
I answered you.
Sorry.
Only the Vriksha is 2 in number. The Phalam is multiple Phalams. It's Bahuvachanam. Okay. So the Harita refers to only the Vriksha, not the Phalam.
It's going to be Haritabhyam, Vrikshabhyam.
Yeah.
Okay. In the 2.
Because Harita
from
is the
the 2
visheshan of Vriksha.
From the 2 trees,
that's how I
fruits
should
fall.
read.
From the 2 trees, fruits fall.
Okay. Okay.
And
Okay.
Harita
From the
is
2
the
trees.
visheshan of the Vriksha.
In fact,
Many
this is
fruits
the way, when
Many
we
fruits.
go ahead with many slokas, we will be using the Visheshanam and a Vishesham as a pair that will help us to, understand which is applied to which particular noun. And that's the way we decipher it.
Excellent.
Depending on
Okay.
the Vachanam, we will match and then we will understand the slokas.
Thank you. Thank you.
So this is a very important foundation that we are working on now. Okay.
Thanks, Pravina.
Bahu marge vahanani santi.
Marge bahu vahanani santi.
Bahuni vahanani santi. Bahuni vahanani santi. Vahananam sammardha asti.
Bahunam samvahanam sammardha asti.
Janaha yanaihi prayanam kurvanti.
Janaha bahi yanaihi prayanam kurvanti.
Bahai.
Janaihi.
Bahai.
Bahushu janaha bahu.
Bahai.
Bahai.
Bahun, is it?
Bahun.
Yanaihi. Tritya, it is Tritya Vibhakti. Yanaihi.
That's what I'm saying. It's like Guru, no? So it's Bahun.
Bahun.
Yeah, like Guru.
Yanaihi prayanam kurvanti. Okay. So,
Guru, Bahubhihi.
Word Guru.
Janaha bahubihi yanaihi prayanam kurvanti.
Bahubhihi. Yeah.
okay. So, this is a concept which basically I wanted to discuss. But before we go on to some other slokas, I want to discuss a few things pertaining to the upcoming Jnananidhi. So we'll just pause it here for a minute and we'll finish that and come back here. Alexa, volume to 1.